Hello everyone and welcome to Not Our Podcast, where my chaotic friends and I share our thoughts and experiences about uni life, interesting situations we faced, and more. I'm your host Adhika and today we are going to talk about the things we like about ourselves. Not in a narcissistic way, but it's just a positive episode where we try to not look at ourselves in a bad way.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Oh, Natasha is not mentioning the food this time.
Never mind.
What?
Okay.
I'm not.
That's how frazzled
I'm not
she
feeling
is.
that well.
Right, so I was planning to make this episode a more positive one. Things we love about ourselves. Not being narcissistic, I don't think any of us here has even half the self-esteem required to be openly narcissistic.
Perhaps.
That's just, a little fun thing for us to maybe be a little bit more confident about ourselves. Be positive, especially since the last episode was regret.
Yeah.
Gotta end on a better note, right?
Yeah, especially since every episode it seems we get to make it depressing.
Somehow make it
Let
depressing,
us corrupt this episode too. Place your bets. How shall we corrupt this episode?
We'll be starting with the one of the most difficult person to talk about this topic. It's Natasha.
Yeah, I guess I like that I have good friends like you people.
Oh.
Yeah, and yeah, you're right. This is very hard.
Indeed.
What else?
Objectively, I mean, you practice drawing a lot, right? And you don't
I like that.
give up.
Yeah, true. I like that I can draw well.
She is very
objectively.
persistent. She is extremely
Yes.
persistent. When she's not lazy.
When I'm not lazy.
When she's not lazy.
I like that I can cook.
And you're good at cooking and experimenting.
Kinda.
Well, I mean, we can help her out. You
Yeah,
are
yeah.
persistent, confident in your own skills, which most people aren't,
Me.
honestly.
Confident. What do you mean confident?
Especially in drawing, you're pretty confident,
No, I'm not. I don't think I'll ever be that confident. Like there's always something that needs improving, and
Trust me,
yeah,
I think
guess
you're more
that's
confident
learning.
than most people. At least more confident than me in sharing your art and stuff. I don't even share my art. Putting it out to the world. Confident enough that people will see it and see that it's good.
Guess.
And
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I guess.
don't think not a lot of people can do that. Like,
And you're practicing and improving every year.
Yay.
Oh, I know. You are very, very self-assertive. What is yourself?
What I am?
You are.
Yeah, you are.
You are very self-assertive.
You literally want to get what you want to get. Even if it kills you.
Actually, I feel like that comes from me being very petty. It's like, if like someone said you can't do this, and then I get very petty, so I was like, oh yeah, sure, watch me, bitch, and then
I guess, but that also becomes a form of determination, I guess. Like an extreme form of determination.
Okay, good point. I guess it kind of is.
And like connected to that, you're also very honest with what you want, like with yourself. I don't know how true that is, right? I mean, if it's false, let's say it's false.
I'm not sure about that myself, honestly.
But like, yeah, you seem like you are very, very, very confident with your own desires. You're very sure in them. You're very sure in them. You're very honest about them.
I think it takes a certain amount of confidence to even be petty, I think. So,
Yes, that is true.
Take up those
thank you.
petty actions and like express them. Yeah, fuck you,
No. I only do that when like I know the person like very well. Like if I say like "fuck you, Glenn," that's because I know you and I know you won't get offended. But like otherwise, like in front of people I'm not really familiar with, I tend to be more reserved and like I would observe everything first until I can like really get the person, and then I would, yeah.
Well, yeah. Either way, you know what you want,
I
and you
guess, yeah.
don't care
You're
about what
honest
other
with
people think
yourself.
about it,
You're very honest with yourself.
which is a good trait. I think so.
I agree.
A lot of people
I
aren't.
concur.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
Or
Okay.
negative things you can
That's
twist into
That's
a
it.
positive light.
Yeah.
That's it.
And we don't need to make an essay or something. Yeah, that's fine.
Nah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What I
I
like
was
about
a bit
Natasha.
embarrassed. I what?
No, that's the
Talk
essay.
about Natasha. That's the essay.
Nah, man, the title needs to be more creative than that. The machinations of the machinations
Upon which Natasha has achieved great value in.
That's like third grader versus third semester or something.
That's like third grader versus third semester uni student.
Nah, man, that's like first semester. That's like first semester uni student versus seventh semester uni student.
Oh yeah,
Actually,
true.
no, the other way around. Seventh
Yeah,
semester
true.
uni student and first semester.
Oh yeah.
So the first semester would actually use the machinations, but the
All right.
seventh sem would just use the. Okay, moving on.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Is this like a complete opposite? Well, Rafi,
It's me.
Mario.
Yahoo! Yahoo!
Oh god.
Okay. What I like about myself? Nothing, and that's the end. Thank you. Next.
No. Even Natasha was able.
Oh man, this was hard.
I mean, Rafi can take care of pets. He has a lot of pets.
Right, yeah, about that. I like that I know somewhat a lot about animals, so I can help people with their animal problems, and people can gain knowledge from, talking to me and whatnot.
I don't know if you have knowledge about cats though, because I am considering getting a cat.
Sure, I guess. You can talk to me. I
don't-
can give you recommendations about the breeds and whatnot.
I don't like that pause, but okay.
And squish the cat.
Squish that cat. It's not
Squish
very
that
safe.
cat.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's not very safe or comfortable for that matter for a cat.
Oh yeah,
Cats' poop are too smelly.
Yeah, I've heard.
What, squishing the cat is too smelly?
No,
the poop.
The doo-doo, the cat doo-doo.
shit is very smelly.
I squished the cat and I got bitten.
Wait, what?
Okay, Dika.
Oh, damn. I almost fell off my chair. Okay, moving on.
if I get squished.
Wait, you fell off your chair, Ben?
Almost fell off my chair.
Oh, Jesus
My
Christ.
chair like tipped over, but I didn't fall.
Yeah, you just need to
Oh,
laugh
God.
while slapping your knee now.
What? Oh, fuck.
Go ahead, Ravi.
All right. Okay, it's still me. What else?
One or two more. There's
okay,
gotta be
okay.
something. It doesn't
There-
necessarily have to be good. Just what you like about yourself. Like,
Yeah, what I like about myself. It's not that much. I mean, I can just count it in one hand.
that makes it easy then. Yeah, sure.
I like that I know a lot about phones, so I can choose phones that's bang for the buck and not for the prestige. For the acknowledgement.
The brand.
Oh, look, that guy has an iPhone. I prefer having
Dude,
the
I think,
best
like,
out
these
of my
days-
money.
Mhm.
These days, everyone and their mothers have iPhones.
True.
Oh, and bikes too. So if my friends we're gonna fuck, I can't even speak today. My friends tend to have bike problems, and they usually come to me like, what should I do when I have this? What should I do when this is broken? Blah blah blah, and they all ask me. I'm pretty proud of that. Pretty knowledgeable on that bike section.
He is mechanic.
Well, it seems so far Rafi has been the values he's happy with his knowledge in things. Animals,
Yeah,
phones, bikes.
A lot of things.
I think. I like that I can kinda sing, dance, and play musical instruments. Not really good at it, but yeah, it's there.
I think you're one of the best in this group, but I don't think that says much. Glenn and you are great at performing arts.
They were like theater kid versus fucking stage dancer, so like obviously, right?
Hell yeah. Me and Glenn.
Yeah.
Same amount of brain cells too, apparently.
They share the same amount of brain
Man,
cells.
just saying though, I don't want to watch the recordings of the presentations I did. Like, they're all cringe.
You say that, but other people say it's really good.
Artist, Glenn. That is the mark of a great artist. Your work must always be cringe to you.
Well, I mean, yeah. It's like Chunibyo passed out.
Chunibyo passed.
Yeah, so right now Glenn's Chuni has switched from an open indulgence to a guilty pleasure.
Ooh, guilty pleasure. Ooh.
Dark history. His dark history.
Fucking Dark Flame Master.
Alright. Rafi?
I think yeah, that's it. I don't have much.
Alright. I don't think any of us has much. I don't know. Maybe Jazz has a lot.
Oh yeah, of course. Definitely.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Let's
Look at this beaming light of positivity.
You know what? I think
amongst
I'll
us.
save him for the last,
maybe.
yeah.
Let's
Then you'll
go.
be second from last. Or third, we'll see.
I'm hot, baby.
Um,
I mean, he has a girlfriend, so he may have a point.
I'm hot, baby. I'm on fire.
Yeah, I mean, like you're
Literally.
in our country. It's a tropical country. Of course, you're hot. Turn on an AC or something.
well then, moving on. So, like I'm third this time. Yay! Not much about me either. Not that much confidence. But like objectively, I can say that I at least find joy in helping people. Like whether it's their
Alright.
problems or, donating, yada yada yada. But like, I think that's one thing I like about myself. Like, I know some people don't, maybe they just think it's not worth the effort to help people, to water some, or they don't feel this rewarding feeling of helping others. But like, I at least have that, and I'm happy with that.
Damn. Yeah.
He's an actual hero. He's the protagonist.
No.
He's an actual hero.
I'm just your average Joe. Well, average Kevin.
And so was Peter Parker.
Man, you should be the one here in medical school, man.
Yeah.
It'd be a great.
I'd rather like earn as much as I can and save up and then use that money to help people instead of using my skills, because I'm not skilled. Money solves everything. Yeah, that's the way.
Money!
God.
Is that another meme?
Oh yeah, that's another meme.
That is another meme.
His head is always filled with memes, Ika. It's Glenn. It's Glenn. Of course, it's gonna be memes.
Glenn is a walking meme encyclopedia.
Indeed, he is.
Money!
Alright then, Glenn, let's see what you have in store.
Oh boy. I like that.
This is like
You're always high.
English class or something. Every time we ask someone, you're like, I like that. Blank, blank, blank.
I like that I consider myself open-minded. I've learned to, I guess, criticize myself over the years, I guess, like this, I guess pretty recent. Or at least I am still learning to, but I am beginning to be able to sort of like reevaluate what I value and sort of like just search out without having this tunnel vision that most people have, or like this cognitive dissonance, or like, and be able to at least try looking at different perspectives, right? That's like something I enjoy. And I consider that a positive trait. What else? I like that. This is English class.
Did you list the things you'll say like you usually do?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, class.
Well,
Would anyone
vaguely.
likes to add to Ben's presentation? It was pretty
I like
short.
that I easily take interest in something. Even though usually if there's not enough things, I'll lose interest on it pretty quickly. But it's there. Like, so I can get enthusiastic about anything that I really get into. Where most people sort of like see it as like a mundane activity like work or whatever. Like right now I'm so enthusiastic about work. I mean, it's just been a month, I guess, but yeah, very enthusiastic, and for most things really too. And I also like that, I guess I pick things up relatively quickly. I don't go deep into it relatively quickly. I think that's just like regular people, but like, yeah, that's part of like the enthusiasm, I guess, to like pick things up really quickly. And I like that I have maintained a very positive relationship with most of my family members. No beef, no whatsoever, and I love that. Like, we have this sort of open communication going on, right? So I don't feel like there's beef, and I hope there's gonna be none, but this sort of relationship where like we can all be adults and stuff and be open, without really having to hide a lot of things, especially with your parents. I feel like is very important, and I feel like I have that, and I'm very grateful for that.
Not everyone can have that.
Not everyone can have that yet. That's about it, I think.
Okay. Let's see Van first.
Okay, that's a shame. I like that I can. What's the word? I can classify things very well. Well, not very well, I guess.
Better than most of us.
Somewhat well. Yeah, I can investigate things as well, and like I have this. I like, yeah, because I like that. I like that. I like that I can box things into like categories very well, like categorical, make things to categories very well. I don't know. I just find it a lot. It's a compulsion basically, right? At this point, like it's like when anything comes up, the first thing, okay, how do I classify this? Is this in any existing classification in my mind? No. If not, then how? Like what criteria what is the relevant criteria that I should classify this as? Whatever. It's a very vague. I can't exactly tell you, but I really like classifying things, and I really like that I like classifying things because that has proved to be a useful thing, and like both like in career, I guess it's not career, academics, and daily life.
Does it help with memories?
I don't think so. Maybe it does unconsciously because the most shit I remember is super fucking random. I don't know why I remember that exact memory. Well, I don't remember the exact. I don't know why I remember most things. I don't know why I remember most things. It's just a spur of the moment thing, I would like to say like OCD, but it's not. It's not a disorder. It's not like disturbing me. It's the same in the sense that like it's kind of a desire, it's internal desire to do so.
There are high functioning disorders,
But it's still a disorder. I don't think this is a disorder. There are high functioning disorders, but it's still a disorder. This is not a disorder. Yeah, there's that. Also, I don't know. I would like to think that I am objective, or or at least I would like to think that I try to be objective.
And I think that is very apparent to us.
As best as I can.
In arguments, opinions, you try to state things as objective as possible.
Yeah, I like that because it gives me something to jump across. I guess it helps me ground, right? Since like, how my mind goes, it's fucking messed up. It's like random as fuck. It's like, I mean, just like an example, right? Like, a really mild example. Like I was shilling games to Jerry like the other day, right? And then like the day after, I forgot to shill this one game that's like 12 hours, like 12 plus hours after the original conversation. That's just like a small part. Ask Glenn, Glenn, like remember like the shit I sent to you, right? Like I can send you like 5 different topics within like one single text chain.
I think that's just you losing focus. Yeah, but like
yeah, exactly. With me trying, like me trying, and it's like my desire to be objective. I don't know if I'm actually objective or not. So just say my desire, my push to be objective, helps me like actually ground that focus when necessary, like when it's important, like when during arguments or like during, I guess, like or during discussions during where like facts actually matter, where not facts, like where my wandering focus would actually be detrimental, because otherwise it's an annoyance to other people at worst. Hopefully it's only an annoyance at worst, and mildly amusing at best. So, but I know like how my wandering focus can sometimes can impair my function and like my innate desire to be as objective as possible, because I don't actually know if I'm objective or not, which is ironic. I should know if I'm being, I don't know, is it possible to know if oneself is being objective, because it's impossible to assess like oneself through an objective lens.
I don't think so.
Even
But
after-
that's
I don't think
besides
so,
the
no.
topic.
That's besides the topic, yeah, that's besides the topic. But yeah, I my desire to be objective, I like that. Because what else? Oh, I also like my strong distaste. This is ironic, right? My strong distaste for strong distaste, you get what I mean?
Your
Like-
strong distaste for
Yeah,
strong
it's weird.
distaste.
Ironic.
It's weird.
So you have a strong distaste for people who show a strong distaste of something.
No, not just a strong distaste or like strong. I don't know,
But
strong.
Example,
what you
example.
did.
It's something. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Example, like I don't know. Like a lot of people can show like very disproportionate malice to people for very minor things.
I get it.
Like genuine malice, right? Like genuine malice for very minor things. Like for example, like I don't know, like I really do not like this person because XYZ, which like at surface level seems like okay. I can see the path, right? Why you would dislike that person? But like usually how it goes. I asked further, or like they tell me because they were ranting to me, and I'm like, okay. I mean, that's just how it is. I see why it would be distaste, but like I don't get it. So it's not exactly a strong distaste. It's an aversion to strong distaste. Yeah, there you go. Not a strong distaste to strong distaste, but an aversion to strong distaste. Yeah, an aversion to strong distaste. So like strong distaste is very technical. Let's say hate as a general term, right? That's much easier to say. I have an aversion to hate. Like for example, like I don't hate like even foods I physically can't eat. Foods I physically will puke out if I eat. Like lungs. I've eaten lungs. I chewed like thrice and I puked it out. It's like a physical thing. I can't even control that. When I say I hate it, I don't say I hate. Let's take this feeling, right? This feeling of this taste. Like when usually people say they hate certain things. I have an aversion to that feeling for some reason. It's not clear yet why. Maybe it's like my best hypothesis is because like I identified that as a barrier to my desire to be objective as well, because that's a subjective component. So I've tried my best to remove it as much as possible, pacify it, right? But yeah, I really like that because like it prevents me from getting too worked up about certain things. Not that I don't get worked up. I get worked up about the most minor things sometimes, like when people don't attend class and the lecturer becomes pissed. Like at spur of the moment, I get a very strong twinge of like, why the fuck? Like a very strong distaste towards those on the 10, like, or and both towards those who didn't. Oh come on, it's just like a 2 hour Zoom meeting, just AFK or something, and both to them and to the lecturer. Oh come on, you're ranting at us. Doesn't do any help for both of us. You're just wasting a slot, and we're not learning. We're learning jack shit. But then, of course, like I get that feeling. I dilute it with like further thought. But like, okay, fine, like whatever. I get that you're tired, brain fog. Sometimes showing up to Zoom meetings is just so fucking tiring. So the risk of being pointed out, the risk of being asked to turn your camera, etc. And also to the lecturer. Oh yeah, I mean, like you're used to having seen people's faces. You're used to this certain way of thinking because it's obvious from the way they talk, right? They're used to a completely different set of circumstances that they're in right now, and that's like what's causing the very strong reaction from them as well. And they're like, oh, okay, that's why. Yeah, and so at the end of the day, it doesn't carry over. You know, I even like when I do have feelings of hate, I can very easily dilute them, and I usually do dilute them even unconsciously, just by thinking about it. Usually when people think about things they hate, it amplifies. Like when I think about it, it usually dilutes because, yeah, it usually dilutes. And I like that. I don't know, I like that as well about God, that makes me sound like I don't know, like an empath, like a play empath, I have no idea.
Yeah, I think that's just normal. I think that's like, for me at least, that's like a commendable trait to have.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, just to point out, Ben spoke for nearly whole 10 minutes.
That's how usually I go, right? Yeah, that's usually how I go. Oh, I don't know, but then I speak for the most time. It's like
Yeah, true.
It's like what my mom said. Like usually, if I as a kid, I don't want to get out. Like, oh, okay, we'll be like, oh, Ben, would you like to eat out at this place? No, I don't want to. Oh, but you have to come. Okay, I come, but then I eat the most at that place.
You know what I'd like you to have?
What?
Full stops.
Full stop.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Full stops is the place to think.
Best I can do is semicolon right now.
You need to sync your mind with your mouth.
Yeah. Well, I've slowed down my speech considerably, right?
Yes.
No?
I mean, his mind is like a train, so his mouth is also like a train, you know?
It's trains in two different tracks.
True.
I swear, like I like listen to my recording, like I recorded my voice for a different thing, not the podcast. I can hear the next word before I finish pronouncing the previous word.
Yeah, at least you know that like you.
That's how fast you talk sometimes.
Sugar, chugga, choo, choo. You know?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, yeah, no, Glenn, I've actually slowed down my speed. Not this. This is because I'm tired as fuck, right? So I'm slow. But like, compared to me, like
tired as
middle.
fuck?
You're doing it right now.
Speak faster. All right, it's besides the point.
Besides the point. Moving on. All right, Jerry, then, right?
Wait, what, me? No,
Jerry.
Jess.
Jerry.
No.
Jess is the super
What?
positive one. We'll be saving him for last, so we can finally
Yeah,
actually
boy.
end
Should be positive in life.
In a good note, huh?
That's right.
in a positive note.
Life is hard.
Your
Why make it
case
harder?
is like Natasha.
So it gets softened.
I mean, no, it's actually different because when you said like positivity, I literally had to lower the bar where it just meets the halfway, like it just goes to neutral. So like, oh, okay, maybe I can talk about that. Maybe that's not really negative, but it's not positive either, you know?
Whee, at least it's something.
I had to lower the bar of positivity to the point where it just goes neutral so that I can talk, so that I know what to talk about. So yeah.
Okay, let's see what you have.
Yeah, like I said, I do not know if this is positive or if it's even negative, but
We'll see.
I like that even though like I'm a pretty big guy, I somehow do not have a presence. like when I say presence, it's like usually when you it's like usually like that feeling that, oh, you know someone's there, you know. It's like, oh, you know, like someone's there. But usually I don't have that. So like usually a lot of people, or like a lot of my friends, like bump into me, or like sometimes like I go off on my own and then they turn around, they're confused, like where the fuck am I? Or like I'm just gone. So I sort of like that I have that. I kind of like don't have a presence. So I literally can just sneak off or like ghost or like just go away on my own.
Be
without even
an
being
assassin.
Fucking Nagisa, man.
Yes.
Nagisa.
Yes. It's so weird because like I'm also a pretty big guy, but then like I am literally undetectable for some reason.
Dude, there's this character in Fire Emblem Awakening where he's actually a tank, a knight, but his presence is zero. He could be in the same room and he's forgotten. He's in the battlefield and everyone forgets about him, both the enemies and his allies. He's
That's
just
me.
a lonely corner.
That's me. That's me right there. I do not know. I usually tried this a lot with like Rafi as well. Like I remember like sometimes like I surprised Rafi a lot when we were still in high school. And I also remember like me and Rafi I think skipped another class in another skip class, like I think it was math, and we just hid in the back of the class, but the teacher can see him. But I was safe. I was safe. I'm pretty big dude, and yet I was somehow safe.
Dude, you have a power.
I have the ability to be an assassin if I want to, but yeah. Although it does have its drawbacks, which I'm not gonna go into because it's gonna be negative.
If you walk and talk with Jerry, you gotta look back once in a while and check he's still there. That actually happened with Rafi once. Like Rafi was talking to me and I got distracted, I think. I think it was at the mall or something. And like a few minutes later, Rafi came to me like, I thought you were still with me. I was walking and talking alone in a mall.
That's like some fucking yokai shit, man.
I am a ghost. Holy shit.
Jerry the Ghost Runner, eh?
I am the ghost runner. Man, I wish though. I wish I can wall run, but nah. What else? This is something that Ben and Natasha also said back in the group. Apparently, I'm caring, but I don't know. I don't want to say anything negative, but yeah, I'm just gonna say I don't know. So I'm just gonna say I don't know. I don't see myself that way, but I don't know. Maybe Ben can provide some more context for that.
Well, I would say caring. Caring is... I don't know, because I've never presented myself with a problem towards an FMC or response to it. But I know you will detect problems very quickly, so you're sensitive to
I feel like the
those
best
things.
one to explain this is Natasha, but unfortunately she's not here.
Or I guess I can just look up like 1 sec. I'll just look up her words. Okay, this is what she said. She said that I'm really caring because like there was one time where I actually checked on her when her mental health was rock bottom, like pretty shit. And yeah, I think that's it. And this is also what Ben said. He said like, yeah, I'm very sensitive about others. But yeah, that's also what he said. Yeah, that's it.
That's good. Carrie.
I guess I can somewhat attest to that. I guess yeah, I do worry too. I guess yeah, I do worry too much about my friends or like everyone's well-being because I don't know. I just have that feeling that I just want to protect everyone, but like I can't do it. So like sometimes like I just have to let go of, like I've learned to let go of that feeling, but then like sometimes like I still feel like I still at least like have to be there for them, you know.
Careful not to be too overprotective if you have a child.
Nah, you know, if I have a child, I'm probably just gonna be like, oh, it's like, it's fine, you know, get some germs on you. It helps boost the immune system.
The normal dad, the classic dad. You're a Care Bear!
I am a that funny thing. A girl actually once said that to me. I did not know how to respond to that.
Oh, wow.
I never knew how to respond to that. I just sat there and just stared blankly at her because I just thank you? Question mark. I'm bad at compliments. Other than that, I don't think I have another one.
Alright. JS, ready?
Yeah, baby. Let's fucking go.
Burst the door open.
Look at this beam of hope right here.
It feels like opening a giant gate and this bright light just shining. This
What
holy
I like
light.
about
Indeed.
me? I think I like everything about me.
Oh, look at this dude.
Oh.
It's not
The
that
radiant light of
it's not that I
positivity.
like in a sense that I like every part of me, but I just feel grateful that like I'm alive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
healthy.
yeah.
I get that
I'm
too.
full of.
I was
I'm full
about to
of-
say that, but then I thought, nah, that's just too.
Full of
That's too
power and-
normal.
I
and
feel like many of
strength.
us have, full of power and strength. Maybe not all of us, but like healthy, alive. I think many of us
Got a
can say
job.
that.
Got,
You can
got
say
a
most, not
relationship,
all, just most.
got a lot of friends. Yeah, I like everything about me. I wouldn't change a thing.
What about
Because
your?
changing something would mean that it's not me.
That's right.
Your
Yeah,
Absolutely.
defining qualities that you're really proud of. One or two of them.
Only one of two.
Because he has a
I'm
lot.
cautious.
You're
I'm
cautious.
cautious. I'm actually
You're cautious?
You're not reckless. This reckless,
I mean,
rebellious kid.
I'm reckless in some
In a cautious way.
situations which I could how do you do it? How do you say it? In a situation which I could say that I could be reckless.
So if you know you're safe, you can be reckless.
I go crazy.
He basically knows the boundary and he plays within the boundary.
Yeah, I go stupid, go crazy once I know that okay, this is within my my capabilities. Let's go all out, baby. But sometimes like if I'm unsure of things, I'm actually really cautious, which I like. Surprisingly.
Wow, that's like living life to the fullest and knowing that doing that won't shorten your life.
Look at
Yes.
this dude. He has his life set out for
Including
him.
holding my poop. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's also part of me I wouldn't change.
Holy
You
shit.
still wouldn't change yourself in the terms of like pooping in the forest. You still wouldn't do that.
So he wouldn't still take a shit in the forest. He would still like hold his
Yes.
shit for 2 days.
If I didn't do that, I wouldn't have this story. Second, I wouldn't say that I'm confident, but I guess I am. I don't know. You guys pick your poison. Do you think I'm confident?
I wouldn't say
I wouldn't say confident, but daring. Definitely.
he's daring.
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
daring.
Yeah, confident is not exactly the right word. I wouldn't describe Jess as like one of those confident people that says like I can totally achieve this, but like he doesn't believe that he cannot do things.
You know,
He's a hot
I'm
shot.
actually bad at public speaking. I'm actually really bad
Oh,
at that.
really?
Oh,
Like,
really?
oh my god, you have my heart pounds when I'm just in front, like, yeah.
You've done it before?
I've done it a lot of times. Like in high school, you know, there's the student council thing. Yeah, it's your obligation to control the students and talking to them in front of the whole auditorium. And like, yeah, I suck at that.
You never get used
Until
to it.
now, I suck. I'll never get used to it. Not anytime, not soon.
It's not your thing.
It's not my thing. Like talking to a class is pretty fine for me. I can manage. Talking to a lot of people, that's a big no.
What if you know the people like after 10th grade there's this graduation speech? What if you do that speech?
I mean if the people I'm talking to is familiar, I have no problem with that. This is that sometimes my mind just go like, I wonder if I speak this sentence, what would people think of me? That's a
Oh.
thought that comes into mind during public speaking. And like sometimes if the people I'm familiar with just like, man, fuck it, I'll just say it. Then like if it's with people who's not familiar, I think twice.
You know,
And I
it's
wouldn't
funny.
change that too.
I actually lack that characteristic. That is intrinsically.
Because that's part of me.
This is unexpected from JS, honestly. I didn't think that he
I know,
would be this
right?
kind of guy.
I know, right? It's
What kind of guy do you think I am?
You seem to be someone who would always take the plunge without thinking.
Maybe when
some cases.
I'm really young, I'll do that. But the older
You've
you
matured.
get, the more brain power you have, the more thinking you do. Third, I wouldn't change the fact that I don't know, I like every part of me. Wouldn't change anything. I wouldn't change the size of my pee-pee.
We don't need to discuss that. When I said your qualities, I didn't mean down there.
Yeah, I mean, as a male, that's part of your quality.
As a male, you gotta be proud of what you have. Am I right? God.
I'm proud that I'm trying to live life to the fullest.
It's great.
Yeah.
Amazing. Everyone should do
Sometimes there's like a moment in which I just feel like, fuck everyone's thought about me. I just do what I want.
That's right.
Like, yeah. But usually, like during work, I don't like this quality of me. Actually, I have one.
Okay.
I don't like that I can't be myself in some places. I just don't dare to. It's like I'm being stuck. I'm being held on to like a barrier of a community of people in which I have to put on a facade.
Facade.
I have to put on a new face. And I can't
that's
be
a-
myself because no one is doing that.
Society.
It's a shakai.
Yeah, it's like people being kind to you and all, and then like I know deep down that they're like sometimes hey, can you help me with this work? I know that deep inside they're like, what the hell, dude? But they're just like, oh yeah, I can help a little.
It's that obvious.
Yeah.
Be like that.
It's that obvious. Cause I do that too. So I know
Okay.
it's obvious. I know the feeling. I know the facial expressions they're making. And I kinda don't like that. Like usually my type for me, like in high school or in university communities, I usually try to be the major change. Like when people just like you say in a meeting in your community and people just like, oh yeah, like trying to put on a new face or fake it, I just blurt out things that I want. I just do things that I want. I don't fucking care.
We can
He
see
doesn't
that.
he doesn't want to make ripples. He wants to make a big wave.
But the older you get, and especially in your office where you have shit tons of bosses who can just get out of here I'm not
Yeah,
doing
that's not
that.
a good idea.
Your future might be on the line here.
So yeah, I just don't like that part of me. Like I can't think of a way to actually be me.
Put on a facade for a few years, beat the boss, climb to the top, and
I'll be the boss, then I'll start new business. No, never mind. That's too far.
Wait,
I mean, starting a new business at that point is just better, man.
Let's fucking go.
There'll always be bigger fish, man.
Yeah.
That will
I think
always
I'm-
be a
I
constant
think
worry.
you can say that I'm kind of a jack of all trades type of guy. Like I'm not good at gaming, but I can do gaming. I'm not that good at sports, but I can do sports.
you're the best at sports in this group. Still, that doesn't say much.
In this group, but like
Not
if you
saying
compare,
much.
but,
That doesn't
but
say
if you
much,
compare
yeah.
him with like all the other guys in our high school, he's probably like one of the worst.
Actually, in our school, I think he was one of the best
I know, yeah, in futsal, yeah,
because he was
but,
one
like,
of the most active, and his kick is a
Yeah, yeah.
cannonball.
But like, yeah, but in futsal, yeah, but like in
Are you-
basketball,
are you-
he's like an all rounder where like you can just ask him to go anywhere.
Stop remembering that, Dika. It's not like I shot any to you. I shot everything to Edric. So
Oh, thankfully, yes, there was another victim.
Oh, and Hubert. I like
Man,
kicking the
Hubert
ball
and
to
Ed, I
Hubert.
feel bad for Hubert and Edric.
Jess
Man.
likes
They,
to
they,
bully
they were
them.
like at the receiving end of all your shots.
Because
I mean,
they were the
futsal
goalkeeper
goal is-
most of the time.
A futsal goal is really, really small. While the one I usually play with is like 3 times larger than that.
Yeah,
So,
which
yeah.
means our fear is 3 times larger.
Yeah, cause usually most of our kicks are like pretty weak, but then that means like most of your kicks are pretty strong because like you're already accustomed to that environment.
Next for studies, I can do studies even though I'm not the best. What else? I can drink even though I'm not the strongest drinker. I'm proud of that. Usually, like I found 2 friends which are allergic to alcohol, and I'm glad I'm not one.
Allergic to alcohol? That's so sad.
Yeah, like they drink alcohol a bit, then the next day their skin just red with rashes and itchiness.
That is sad. That is really sad.
Yeah.
Although I would say I've been allergic to meat for a moment, which is weird. Let's not get into that. It is weird.
Talking about allergic, I hate that I'm fucking allergic to dust.
Alright, this is the last one. We're not talking about what we hate about ourselves.
All right. No hate. No nothing.
Oh
No
yeah,
nothing. No hate.
the
No
topic is what we
negativity.
like actually. Yeah.
See,
Yeah. No negativity.
see what I say about
we can
going down.
we can talk about that after the podcast.
Okay. Going back to what I like about myself. Well, what
That's
do you
it.
guys think about me actually? Yeah, what do you guys think about me? It's kind of hard, to point out like your own.
It's
Yeah,
true.
yeah,
it
it
true.
is.
Sometimes
Yeah.
like you have to ask people to point it out, or like people just point it out for you.
Although it's interesting to see what you guys at least think about yourselves solely for this episode.
Oh, I like that I'm moody.
You're moody.
You're moody.
How do you like that you're moody?
How do you like that you're moody?
Cause how to explain it is kind of hard to explain. Like the moody that I have, it's not the moody where you can just suddenly
Is
get
it?
depressed
Do you
at
mean
one
like?
moment.
Do you mean like you can just express yourself very easily?
No, it's not that. The moody in the sense that I can control my mood anytime I want.
Oh yeah.
I don't
okay,
think
then
moody is the right word
That's
for
not
that.
moody. That's not moody. Moody
No,
is like you can.
it's like say I'm very happy. Something good is happening to me, and then like at night time I have to go for my my friend's parents' funeral. I'm just saying it's not actually happening, but I'm just saying I can just turn my mood off. Okay, I need to be sad.
Okay.
There goes my mood.
I guess yeah. He's just fluent in changing expressions very easily. I do not know.
Sometimes people say that like, are you a psychopath?
No
Okay.
negativity. No negativity.
Yeah, I mean, I'm proud of this. I like myself. Like, but some people just like, are you a psychopath? I was like, why? Because you're freaking moody, dude. But I was like, I can control it. You want me to be happy? I can be happy.
That's called
It's like-
being an adult.
It's not like you're
No,
faking it.
but this is not a fake it. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not faking it. Like, if I need to be
Facade.
sad, I can just be sad.
Yeah, that's called being an adult.
Not really.
I don't know.
An adult just be sad all the time.
Nah, that's just being
Big
Mature
sad.
It's
with
just
your
being
emotions.
depressed, man. It's just called being depressed.
This is JS. This is not being an adult, this is
Yeah.
being JS.
This is being JS indeed.
I'm built different.
You are real different.
He is constructed
I'm very happy with my life.
anomalously.
I'm very happy with what I've been given. I'm very happy with. Yeah,
That's good, that's good.
I just like myself.
I'm grateful as well. And I think
Yeah, I'm
we
me,
can
and
say
what's there to change? Nobody can be me. I can only be me. You don't have me. You're the one who's gonna regret things. There's only one JS in this world. Nobody can be like JS.
yeah, that
Team
last statement I
confidence.
agree.
I'm built different.
Indeed. Alright.
Indeed. Dika and Jess are both team confidence.
I mean I'm
Right,
average.
Glenn?
Confidence.
Confidence.
Jerry, did you remember what creature was itching you at the back of your head?
No, I guess like what I like is that I just have way too many ideas, but in a good way. In a good way.
I mean, having a lot of ideas is actually
I
good.
have way too many ideas, but in a good way. It's like sometimes like people like I don't know, like for stories or like sometimes for game builds or something, like sometimes I have like ideas. It's not always good, but then like it sometimes they just like pop up in my head like like sometimes in games or builds like I can see a synergy. It's not good, but it's there, you know. It's like it's there. It's like this may be good, but then like I look up a guide or something. It's like, oh, it's not good. It's like, oh, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Or at least in the case of stories, I guess. Usually it like takes people some months or like sometimes even years to think of an idea. It literally just I literally play one song and I immediately get like a bajillion ideas.
Practice finishing them. That's
Yeah,
even more challenging.
Yeah, that's even more challenging. But I'm at least happy that I can think of so many different ideas in like a very short amount of time.
That's good. Okay.
You get ideas by listening to music.
Yeah.
I get sleep with listening to music.
Good quote, Jess. Thank you for your TED
Indeed.
Talk.
Indeed.
So thank you everyone for sharing your own perspective on yourselves.
Why is this kind of like a depressing episode where we're supposed to be proud of what we like about ourselves?
It's kind of depressing because it takes so long for us to think about what we like about ourselves.
I think so. Yeah, I think that's a depressing part. It's like we have to like ask people and even like think so hard. But I think everyone probably shares the same sentiment because like it is scientifically proven, like not scientifically, like psychologically proven, like it is harder to look for the good in you and it is easier to look for the good in others.
Actually, research has shown people overestimate themselves rather than underestimate most of the time.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, that's besides the
I'll
point.
have to look it up again then.
Just saying though, that's probably like the average person, so don't bring your bar even lower, Jerry and Natasha. This is a message to Natasha. Yeah, don't bring your bar even lower.
Just believe that you're built different, that you're one and only in this world. Nobody can be Jess, nobody can be Jerry, nobody can be Glenn, nobody can be Adhika. Yeah.
Wow. Nice speech.
I'm
Nice
built
speech.
different.
You know?
Like, if people hate you, then yeah. I'm me.
Yeah, you just
What do
gotta
want?
learn that
I'm me.
You
Just
ain't
gotta have
please
thick
anyone,
skin.
so just be yourself.
Take it from me. If people hate you, they're not gonna like you.
Yes, the floor is made out
From
of floor.
experience.
Indeed.
Like,
I mean, yeah.
like
like
in
you.
life, you can choose your own like community or like people. Just pick
Not
something
really.
positive.
No.
Why not go to negatives?
You can't exactly choose your community. You're limited to what's available to you.
You can.
You can't
Like
exactly
joining this
choose
community
your.
is a choice. If you would have rejected Dika's invitation to a podcast, wouldn't
Yeah,
be
but
there.
you can't. But you
It's a
can't just
choice.
join any community. Your choice of community is limited.
Not
Nah,
when
man.
you're
In
Jess.
the age of Discord, we have all the fucking...
Okay, okay.
All the
Yeah.
community.
All
That
right.
is true,
Not when
actually.
you're JS. JS can just slide
Just,
in.
just slide to anyone's DMs and
Yeah.
just be there.
Alright,
I mean,
Mr. Positive, Mr. Logical, your war will be
I have
after
that confidence.
The
I have that
podcast.
confidence
The
to
podcast.
just walk up to someone random and talk to them if needed.
if needed.
If needed.
Yeah, if needed.
If-
If I feel like
Emphasis on
this could have
if
been the turning
needed.
point, I will
Emphasis
go straight to it.
on if
no
needed.
hesitation.
Well, I mean, if needed, that's just. It's just
Anyways, let's end it
if
here
needed,
first
it's a
before we
life-
go further on a
Let's end
tangent.
it. Let's end it. Let's end it.
Everyone.
Thank you, listeners, and sorry for the rambling. As always, it happens
Very often.
way too often. So,
Almost every episode.
yeah. Thank you and goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you very much everyone for listening. Both opening and closing music are by me. And as always, if you have questions to ask, stories to share, or if you wanna be a guest in this podcast, you can reach us on Instagram at NotOurPodcast, on Twitter at NotOurPodcast1, or you can email us at nop.procras@gmail.com. If you wanna support us further, please share this podcast. We would really appreciate that. Once again, thank you for listening and have a great life.